Has your Christmas cash evaporated? You planned, you decided this year I'm going to save this much money and this is how I'm going to spend it. And now, where'd it go? You need a plan to keep on top of that. Most of us don't even worry about it. We just walk into a store, we find what we think somebody's going to love or what we're going to love. We swipe, we spend, we take it home, keep the tags on it, put it into the closet, may not ever see the light of day again. We forget we even purchased it. The bill comes in, oh, it's this amount, I'll pay the minimum. It is a vicious cycle. This year, we're stopping that. We have decided that we're going to set ourselves an actual amount that we are going to spend on Christmas, and we have already begun putting the money aside for that. Now we need to know and develop the skill of every week between now and Christmas. How do we stay on top of that? How do we make sure that we're not drifting into the, oh my goodness, I'm out of money. How did this happen? You have got to weekly take a look at things. So this is how we're going to do it. So get a cup of coffee, get a pen. Again, workbook down in the description for your personal money master plan, the Christmas edition. There's also links and workbooks out there for your basic budgeting, because come January, the conversation's going to go past Christmas and we're going to start talking about the next 365 days, because you have 52 weeks between this year and next Christmas to be better prepared. But this year, we're going to do what we can do, and we're going to do the best we can do at it. Hi, I'm Jen. I embolden women over 40, and a lot of you before that, to be smarter with your money, to embrace the changes that life brings our way. But this particular video series is about stopping the absolute insanity of overspending for Christmas on things that had no intention or planning behind it. They were all impulse buys. I have an entire series, 15 videos, that walk you through the decision to do cash only for Christmas, no plastic, it's a pledge, all the way through Christmas Day. And then we're going to start talking about the first of the year. Go down to the description, get the worksheet, and binge the videos. There's a playlist. Go ahead and define what your budget is that you can comfortably afford in cash for Christmas this year. And then consider it a personal challenge. You've got 5 categories you're going to divide the money up in. You are the master of this. You get to decide what categories get how much money. And then throughout the weeks, we're going to stay on top of it, and we're going to manage it for ourselves. As you spend, I want you to keep track of, whether it's in your phone, with a notebook, back of a receipt, just keep all the receipts, it doesn't matter. But weekly, I want you to sit down with your worksheet of how you're going to spend the money, and we're going to start doing a weekly accounting of, well, this week I found Christmas decorations at a yard sale or thrift store that I can repurpose, and I had to go buy some glue for craft supplies. So there's 2 purchases there. You've got the decorations from the thrift store, the yard sales, and you had to go buy some glue or whatever you needed to do the craft project. So reduce those line items by that amount. I found the perfect coffee mug for Aunt so-and-so, who was on my list to buy gifts for. Now, this is where we got to practice some self-restraint. You've made a list of the people in your life that you want to gift with something. You have set a dollar amount for the overall budget. One person, because you love them more, does not mean they're going to get more money than somebody else, because you're going to search out the gift that you want to give them. But it's not about the bigger price tags. It's about you finding something you want to give them. If people drift into your holiday experience that you weren't expecting, cousin Cindy and her 12 kids decide to come over for Christmas Day, that does not mean that you have to buy 12 more Christmas gifts. No, it does not. You'd be more into looking at the experience of the day. What can you do to make this a Christmas to remember without going out and blowing a budget? So weekly, between now and Christmas, as you spend from your Christmas plan, you're going to sit down and you're going to do just a cup of coffee, cup of tea, sit down, look over what your intentions were, put down what you've actually spent, and see what you've got left to spend. Now, what you're probably going to find, because this happens, the best laid plans, you're going to find that you had intended to spend this amount of money for this category, and all of a sudden it's just mushrooming. Nothing is the price you thought it was going to be. Not a problem. You still have one total budget, So we have to pull money from something else to fund the over expense of the budget category that you weren't aware was going to be that much. This is life. It's not uncommon. Gas prices go up, you may have to drive less. Same thing with the price of Christmas gifts. If they have gone up, well, you might have to decorate less. You might have to not do the family portrait at a professional studio this year. Maybe you get your neighbor to come over with their cell phone and take your family pictures. You're smart. You can figure out how to economize where needed, when needed. But the intention of this is cash only, no plastic, and we're training ourselves. We're teaching ourselves. We are giving ourselves muscles to be able to set limits, respect ourselves and our future plans enough to stay within those limits and be honest and truthful with ourselves. So weekly, you're going to sit down and you're just going to have a reckoning with what you've spent versus what you intended to do for the entire season. If you're ready to take this Christmas challenge of cash only, no plastic, it doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks before Christmas. It doesn't matter if you started doing the Christmas thing back in July. You can still sit down and have the awareness of, so far I have spent this much money on Christmas. It might scare you. And if you've spent it on plastic, it should scare you even more, because come January, you're going to have to start paying for those things. Also, there's apps out there. If you bought something with plastic, maybe it was a special introductory rate, no finance, etc., you need to figure out what that is actually going to cost you. So if you're ready for this challenge, go and grab the Master Your Money Plan Christmas Edition workbook and spreadsheet down in the description. I've also got some Christmas gifts down there, some journals for yourself or for the different folks in your lives to help them walk into these next chapters of life, to basically just do some soul searching and figure out who you want to be. Not so much who you are now, but who do you want to be? Okay. So I will see you in the next one of these. This is video 5, I believe, of a 15 video series. I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you soon. Stop recording. So take a minute. I want you to share this video with somebody in your life. Make this a group activity. You got a sister, you got a best friend. Let's challenge each other. Let's be each other's accountability partner. I am working my YouTube channel because I enjoy it, but I also would eventually love to become monetized. So please like, subscribe, and share. In the comments, let me know, let the community know how you are being crafty or creative or economizing this Christmas season, so we can all share from your experience and others will give you some feedback. I'll see y'all soon. Stop recording. Stop recording.